Hi, my name's Louise Allen, and I'm here to help you and others you know change their lives. When you take away sleeping time, travel time, and work time, and all the other things that we have to do each and every day, almost everyone is only left with 1 or 2 hours to do what they'd really like to do. And if they had that time, would they necessarily have the money? We have a way for you to own your life by building a home-based business that uses a system that's so simple anyone can do it. It doesn't require selling, and the best part is it won't take up much of your time. Owning your life means having financial freedom, and for most that means time freedom, having a choice to do what you want to do each and every day. And if I asked you the question, do you own your own life? Most people say no. Owning your life, the best way to own your life is by having a network marketing business. Marketing simply means moving a product from the manufacturer to the consumer. And there are 3 main ways that this is done. We have traditional retail. So we have the manufacturer, and then we have the consumer. So a product starts at the manufacturer, it goes to the warehouse, then to the distribution centres, then it's advertised, and then it goes and sits on the retailer's shelves. Now each part of that process adds expense. Advertising costs alone can reach millions. And when a celebrity endorses a product, they don't do it for nothing. And they're probably not even using the products. And also, as retailers, the retailer normally doubles the price to cover their expenses and make a considerable profit. And as customers, you're all paying for that. So what starts out as a relatively low-cost item ends up with a much higher price tag. The next way of bringing a product to market is via direct sales. So we have the manufacturer and we have the consumer. So direct selling is where one person attempts to sell a product to another person. And it's incredibly, for example, Avon. It's incredibly time intensive because the agent has to distribute catalogues, then they've got to go back and take orders and payments, then they've got to go back home and place the orders, sit and wait for those orders to arrive, and then take them back to the consumer. So the third way is via network marketing. So we have the manufacturer again, and we have the consumer. So with network marketing, all of the middlemen that you'd find in traditional retail are cut out. The product starts at the manufacturer, it gets talked about through word of mouth, an online purchase is made by the consumer, and the product is delivered directly to them from the manufacturer. So in this business model, the profits are shared between the individuals that recommend the products as commission, and also redirected back to the manufacturer so that they can use much better quality ingredients for a far superior product that you're going to find on the high street. And one significant difference with network marketing is that you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Now, being in business for yourself means that you're buying products wholesale from the company that you represent, so you should be using and consuming those products. And sales success in network marketing is the result of building a really good organization of people that are buying and consuming products. So now you've got an understanding of what network marketing is. Let's show you how to build a team. let's say you sponsor 2 people into your team. You teach those 2 to sponsor 2, which makes 4 more. Then you teach your 2 to teach those 4 how to sponsor, and you now have 8. Go down one more level and you have 16. Let's just see what happens if you sponsor 1 extra person. So you sponsor 1 extra person, so sponsor 3. You teach those 3 how to sponsor 3, which makes 9 more. Then you teach your 3 how to teach those 9 how to sponsor, and you have 27. Go down one more level and you have 81 people in your team. Notice the difference between 81 and 16. Would you agree that that is getting to be quite a decent sized difference? But you know, the real difference is you only sponsored 1 more person. Now let's see what happens if you sponsor 2 extra people. So you sponsor 4 and you teach those 4 how to sponsor, which makes 16 more. Then you teach your 4 how to teach those 16 how to sponsor, and you have 64. Go down one more level, you have 256. Now that's getting to be quite a considerable difference. 240. But the real difference is you've only sponsored 2 more. Working with 5 is the ideal number. So 5 times 5 is 25, times 5 is 125, times 5 is 625. Now that is a fantastic difference. But the real difference is you've only sponsored 3 more from the original 2. So if you add all of these figures up, the 5, the 25, the 125 and the 625, you have 780 serious people in your team. Now if those 780 people are all buying and consuming products, that's a sizable volume going through your business each month. So let's just say they're spending £100 on products per month. That's £78,000 going through your business each month. And let's just say that the company that you're representing pays 10% commission. That is a payment to you of £7,800 per month. You shouldn't try to work with more than 5 serious people at any one time. And here's why. Excuse me. Let's say you sponsor Zoe. So there's you at the top, and you sponsor Zoe. If you go away for whatever reason, and Zoe doesn't know what to do because you haven't taught her anything, well, she's going to go away as well and everything will fizzle out. Instead, do this. So teach Zoe how to sponsor, teach Zoe how to sponsor, and she sponsors Jan. And also teach Zoe how to teach Jan how to sponsor, and she goes off and she sponsors Bob. Now Jan knows how to sponsor. So if you go away for whatever reason, say you move to another area of the country, you could even move continent, this subgroup is going to continue because you've taught them. Going 3 deep in network marketing is absolutely essential in order for you to be duplicated. And teaching is the most important aspect of network marketing, and it's also the most fun part. Here's what happens if you sponsor a super salesperson. So let's say you have an individual who just goes out and he sponsors, or they sponsor. In fact, they become sponsorholics. It soon gets to the point where the people are leaving as quickly as they're being added. Because if you don't work with people effectively, and you can't work with more than five people at any one time, people just get discouraged and they just end up leaving. So let's put some figures to the super salesperson approach. So we have got a sponsorholic called Charlie, and he goes off and he sponsors 130 people into his team. And each of those 130, well, they each sponsor 5 people. So 130 times 5 is 780 people. There's that number again. But let me ask you, what do you think you could do more quickly and more effectively? Sponsor 5 people and teach them how to teach? Or go out and sponsor 130 people? I know which one I'm choosing. To be successful in network marketing, you have to do 4 things. So let's imagine we're going to take a road trip. Road trips are fun. There's my car. We're going to take a road trip all the way to Hawaii in the sunshine. Get away from this rainy, snowy weather. Now, the reason I say Hawaii is that when you get to the top level of the company I represent, they take you on an all expenses paid trip to Hawaii every January, which is fantastic. So the first thing you have to do is you've got to get in and get started. And with the company I represent, that is £54. Which gets you your own ID number so you can shop online from your own virtual store. The second thing you have to do is you need to buy fuel and refill. So here's our fuel gauge. It's empty and that's full. Now in network marketing, what this means is that you're buying and using the products. So consumable products have to be replaced regularly. So if you're spending around £80 to £100 a month and you're buying at a discount from the manufacturer, all you're doing is buying things that you'd be buying somewhere else anyway and just redirecting your spend. So the third thing, and another thing, if you have 780 people also buying and consuming products, that's a sizable volume of business going through your business each month. Now the third thing you have to do is you've got to get into gear. So there's my gear stick. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, to get into gear, you must sponsor somebody in order for you to move into first. You'll be in first gear 5 times with 5 serious people. When your 5 have each got 5 into first gear, you're going to move into second gear. And you teach your 5 how to teach their 5 how to get into first gear. You're going to automatically move up to third gear because they're going to have your first level will have moved into second gear. But have you noticed how much more smoothly your car would run in fourth gear? So when your first levels are in third gear, you move into fourth, and when they're in fourth gear, you move into fifth gear, and then you're driving along as happy as Larry. Now the fourth thing you can do on your journey to Hawaii is to share the products. So you share the products with people. They're going to want to know where they can get them from, And that's as close as you'll come to retailing. So you're going to pick up passengers on your journey to Hawaii. Now, if you missed out number 4, you're still going to get to Hawaii because you're going to pick up consumers naturally on your way anyway, just by being excited about the products, by talking to people about the products you're using, by people noticing how fantastic you look and how, how healthy you look, and maybe how slim you look if you've perhaps done sort of a clean and lean eating plan. But so start looking for people who want to earn an extra monthly income without actually having to go to work. Do you know, it may take up to 10 hours to build a really good business, but what's wrong with that? So the company I represent is Arbonne. I encourage you to go back to the person who brought you onto this call tonight, and they'll tell you more about the business, the fantastic products we have, the skincare, hair care, cosmetics, and my all-time favourite, the nutrition products. And I absolutely hope to see you on this call again soon. Thank you for listening. Bye.